YouTube, what's going on? The day has finally come after I had to sit back and watch countless videos of everybody getting their iPhones early. But I was patient. Actually, I wasn't. I had already went and ordered a case for the phone, and I've been chilling with this case for the past week or so, just waiting for my device to arrive. Let's see here. So I got this clear case that fits either the iPhone 12 or the iPhone 12 Pro, since they're both the same size now. Yeah, so nice simple case with the little kickstand, which I'm going to try to utilize more because the speakers are usually pretty good on the newest iPhones. So let's go ahead and see which one I purchased. So we've got our safe unboxing knife here. There we go. Simple, straightforward, and there we have it, the smaller iPhone box. And as you can see, it's a white box, so that means I did not get the Pro this time. I decided to be more responsible, I guess you could say it, and try to live within my means as much as possible. So the iPhone 12 in blue, and I mentioned in one of my other videos that I really liked this blue over the Pacific blue that's on the Pro. And I didn't want to wait for the Pro Max. I'm not a big fan of the phone being heavier than my 11 Pro Max already was. So here we go. So the iPhone 12, I know you've seen 1,000 unboxings. Ooh, I like that blue. This is almost like my New York Giants blue. Right on time for a Daniel Jones trip and fall. In case you guys missed that game last night. It broke my heart, but it is what it is. So here we go. My first impressions, man. Can you hear that? There we go. Oh, that feels nice. That definitely feels nice. Not slippery at all, which I already expected with the glossier back. The glossy back phones for me tend to be a little grippier. But I'd never rock the phone naked unless I'm just staying in the house, like laying in bed, messing with the phone. Boy, that didn't come out right. But either way, I usually have a case on the phone. So, yeah, first impressions, man, this thing, it feels really nice in the hand. We've got this little slit right here for the 5G antennas, I guess, that are built in. We've got is that the volume rocker? No, that's the power button. Pretty big power button there on the side. Nothing on top. We've got the classic lock, like for your volume or whatnot, the silent rocker, whatever it's called there. And then the volume up and down. I love having the volume on one side and the power on the other. I know on the Note 20 Ultra, they're all on the right side. I don't like that. I like to have them separate. So that is a plus to having the iPhone. And then we have our SIM tray right there. And still lightning at the bottom, huh? Still got the lightning. So, yeah. I know a lot of people have already been talking about that. So they include the cable, lightning to USB-C. I already had a charger that I purchased several months ago now. So I'm not too angry about them taking away the charging brick, but I still think it's ridiculous. And I know they did it because they really want to push this MagSafe stuff, but it is what it is. So I'll go ahead, I will get this thing powered up and drop my information in and give you guys more of my opinions. Okay, so I got all my information loading in the phone. So my first impressions on this are very good. I love the build of this phone, and I've said over countless years that my favorite design of an iPhone was the 5S. And I really feel like they took the 5S design and just stretched it out. And to me, that is a good thing. I think it allows cases to be even better. I like the squared off look of the phone as opposed to like this one. And I'm not going to turn this into a comparison video, but this is the Note 20 Ultra. And it's very rounded, right? And I feel like sometimes that kind of does this phone in, especially when you're trying to use the S Pen, because once you get closer to the edges, it's like unusable when you try to use the S Pen and you get the accidental presses and whatnot. But the actual build of the phone is beautiful. I love how it's built. It's just when it comes to these edges in the screen, I prefer it to be flat. I think it'd be even more beneficial on this phone rather than the iPhone, because the iPhone doesn't have an S Pen or an Apple Pencil yet to use with it. So the design, I absolutely love it. The feel of the phone, it feels great. I think I made the right choice by going with the 6.1. I went with the 128 gig model, so I did pay a little more. I went unlocked, and I have to call Apple out and the rest of the carriers out on that, because I got this as soon as it became available, because I'm Eastern time, I want to say 8 o'clock. So I was right there ordering the phone, and when I went in and purchased or put in my order, they were charging an additional $30 for T-Mobile phones. I was going to get it unlocked either way, but I was putting it on my T-Mobile service, and I just thought that was really, I guess, unfair, I guess is what I'd say. Unfair that you would have to pay an additional $30. And I made that comment on somebody else's video, and then somebody commented back, like a couple hours later, basically saying like, hey, they took away that $30 now. So now T-Mobile's the same as everybody else. So I went back, I looked, and sure enough, they had adjusted things through Apple, because I did it through the store app or whatever, the Apple Store app. But they still left a $30 upcharge on the unlocked model, which it is what it is. It's whatever at this point. It's $30. All right, cool, whatever. But I went unlocked, so that way I have the flexibility of, if I decide to leave T-Mobile for whatever reason, I have an unlocked device. So, so I chose the right model. I'm loving this blue, and the phone feels nice and light. So I'm definitely going to test everything out. Test out the camera, especially the selfie, low light camera situations with my daughter. I think that'll be great. But outside of that, it's, once the newness wears off, it's going to be your regular boring iPhone that just works. And sometimes in life, that's what you need. Something that just works, right? Hit me up in the comments. Tell me, which one did you guys go with? Are you holding out for the Pro Max or the Mini? I really thought about the Mini, especially when they first announced it. But the only thing that kept me from waiting and going that route is I fear that battery life is going to be too much of a drop off going from an 11 Pro Max to a Mini. I just feel like I'd kick myself later for the battery life. So this one wasn't cheap. We're talking upwards to almost $1,000 for the 128 gig model. So it's definitely overpriced, but it is what it is. Got to pay to play, I guess. It's your boy Yella. See you guys in the next video. Peace.